Hello guys, welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we are going to look into exercise 5.2 question 16 from chapter 5 called arithmetic progression. So let's see what exactly we have in question number 16. Now moving on to question number 16, it is given that determine the AP whose third term is 16 and the seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. Now let's see how we can solve this question. Solution. So guys, as per the question, it is given that the third term is 16 and the seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. So let us first put down the things that we have that is given in the question so that it will be easy for us while doing the calculation. That means there are 7 terms from the question that we can understand that there are 7 terms. So let us first note down these 7 terms like this. Like as usual, I'm going to put down these things in a tabular form so that it will be easy for us. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. So these are the seventh term of one given arithmetic progression, and as per the question they have given like third term is 16 and they are telling that the seventh term exceeds by 12 from the fifth term. So let us assume the fifth term is x. So if fifth term is x, then definitely the seventh term will be x plus 12. Okay, now these are the things blank. We don't have any data here, and what we are going to do is like we are going to determine the AP. That means we are going to fill up these particular blank places so that we can find out the arithmetic progression of the given rows. Fine. Now let me name this one as A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6 and this one is A7. So guys, this is the data that we have now. Now what we will do is like just I'm drawing the table so that things will be more easy. Okay, just it might be taking little time, but you people will be doing it quickly because just I'm doing it in the board and just I'm explaining. For that reason I'm taking a little bit more time, but you people can do it within a minute, or just you can roughly quickly calculate it out and you can put the things. Now we are going to find out the AP for the data that we have now. Now let's move ahead. So what we know is like for this for any of the missing term of the AP, that means we need to find out A1, and in order to find out A1 or A2 or A3, the most important thing is that we need to first find out the common difference. Once we find out the common difference and A1, then our life will become easy. That means we can find out the other terms. So guys, we very well know that A2, let's say A2, for A2 is equal to A1 plus D. D is the common difference. We very well know that if we add D, the common difference, to the current term, we will get the next term. That means for getting the next term, that is 2, that is second term, if we add D to first term, we will get the second term. Similarly, if I write A3 is equal to A2 plus D, or A2 is nothing but A1 plus D. That means here I can write A1 plus D and this D. That means you could see that I am getting A1 plus 2D. Just see the logic. When it is 2, it is 1D. When it is 3, it is 2D. This is the main logic that we need to understand. So guys, now whatever the things we have, let us first put it down so that we can. Now here, this is one place we have all the data, and this is one place we have some part of data, and this is one place we have some part of data. So now what I will write for A5? If I write A5 is equal to, putting the same logic, I can write A1 plus 4D. This is the logic that I am getting for A5. Similarly, for A7, we will be getting A1 plus 6D. Now let us move ahead with these two things, because we have some part of data for these two things. So let us first move ahead and see what we are getting, because our main motto is to find the value of D. Once we get the value of D, then we will see what we are getting. That means once we find the value of D, definitely we need to find out the value of A1. Okay. Now with A5 is equal to A1 plus 4D, guys, but we have A5 as X. So replacing this thing in this equation, I can write X is equal to A1 plus 4D, or I can write X is equal to, or I can write A1 is equal to X minus 4D. Now let's make it as equation 1. Guys, I believe till here it is pretty clear. Now let us move on to this equation A7. So A7 I can write, A7 is X plus 12. So I can write X plus 12 is equal to A1 plus 6D, or what I can do is like I can write A1 is equal to X plus 12 minus 6D. Just solving this equation. So let's make it as equation 2. Now guys, we could see that we are getting two values for A1. A1 in the first case is X minus 4D, and A1 in the second case is X plus 12 minus 6D. So we can write here, that means we can write that equation 1 is equal to equation 2. So what I will do, I will write equation 1 is equal to equation 2. So I can say equation 1 is equal to equation 2. Now putting the values of equation 1 that we got here and putting the values of equation 2 that we got here, let's see what we are getting. So I can write X minus 4D is equal to X plus 12 minus 6D. X plus 12 minus 6D. Now guys, we got one equation. So let us solve this equation. Now moving the things, like I can say minus 4D plus 6D is equal to X plus 12 minus X. Just I brought this 6D to the left side and moved this X to the right side. So moving this X to the right side, X here is positive, so here our X will become negative. Then you could see that this positive X and this negative X, it will cancel, and this minus 4D plus 6D, after solving we will be getting 2D. So here we can write 2D is equal to 12, or D is equal to 12 by 2. Or that is equal to 6. I believe till here we are pretty clear. So now you could see that how we extracted D, the common difference, without having any consecutive differences of this given arithmetic equation. Now as we got the value of D, let's put the value of D in equation any of these equations. So I'm going to put the value of D in equation 1. So here in equation 1 we have A1 is equal to X minus 4D, or what I can do, let me put it in this way so that it would be easy, because here again X is there, and if I put, then again two missing terms will be there. So what I will do is like let me do like this. Here we have the complete data for A3. Now we know guys that A3 is equal to A1 plus 2D as per the logic. Now I can write here A3 is 16, so I can write 16 is equal to A1 plus 2D. Now solving this equation, what we are getting, or I can write A1 is equal to 16 minus 2D, or that is equal to 16 minus 2, and the value of D is 6. Okay, so here I can write that is equal to 16 minus 12, or that is equal to 4. So guys, you could see we got the value of A1 is equal to 4. Fine, because like 16 minus 2, A1 is equal to 16 minus 2D, that is equal to 16 minus 2 into 6, the value of D is 6, so that is equal to 16 minus 12, that is equal to 4. So we got the value of A1 as 4. Now it would be easy for finding out the arithmetic progression, what it is being asked as per the question. So now what I will do, we got the value of, we know the value of A1 and we know the value of D. So what I am going to do, A1 is equal to 4, A2 is equal to A1 plus D, that is equal to 4 plus 6, that is equal to 10, A3 is equal to A2 plus D, that is equal to 10. Here A2 is 10 plus 6, that is equal to 16. See, we got this value 16. Here is A3 16, here we got this value as 16. That means the way that we are moving is correct, the direction that we are moving is correct. A4 is equal to A3 plus D, that is equal to 16 plus 6, that is equal to 22. Because 16 is here, and I added the common difference D, so I am getting 22. Now let me put A5, just I'm going to calculate. It is A4 plus D, that is equal to 22 plus 6, that is equal to 28. A6 is equal to A5 plus D, that is equal to 28 plus 6, that is equal to 34. A7 is equal to A6 plus D, that is equal to 34 plus 6, that is equal to 40. Okay guys, so one thing, these are the arithmetic progressions that we got, like 4, we got 4, 10, 22, 28, 34 and 14. But one thing I would like to show you, just let's see, as per the given arithmetic progression or as per the given things, we have, if fifth value is x, we have considered seventh value as x plus 12. So let's see if we are getting the same result or not. See, fifth value is x, here fifth value is 28 that we got, so 28 plus 12, it will become 40. So this is what we got, 40. That means whatever the way that we decided or the way that we moved is absolutely correct. So we can write, therefore the arithmetic progression, the AP will be (4, 10, 16, 22, 28 and so on. Hope guys you understood this calculation. I believe this calculation is really super easy, but still if you have any doubts or questions, kindly reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.